I am most proud of some little things. Like as a physician, I remember there was a time I had a patient who was from somewhere other than the Washington area, and she was brought there to get some care for some challenging issues, and she didn't have any teeth. And for her that was very debilitating because it affects how you feel about yourself, not just the eating part, but being with people. It's a huge thing, but she sort of wasn't eligible, but sort of might have been, and I managed to finagle getting her some teeth while she was there. And being able to do those little things really meant more than the big project getting PET imaging equipment approved for the Army. I mean, that probably had more impact in the scheme of things, but I found those little ones were more rewarding. One time there was a soldier came in to see when I was the acting deputy commander of the hospital, so basically the medical chief of staff position. And he had a child who had a dental related problem, but it was kind of in this funny oral surgery, which is kind of medical, but kind of dental. And the healthcare system that the military people used for their families, it was like, they wasn't sure who was going to pay for it. And he's like, I'll raid the college fund if I need to pay for this, but is there anything you can do? I said, give me an hour. So, I call up our dental people. I'm like, hey, could you see this kid? Yeah, what do you need? Well, we need a CT scan. Call radiology. Can you get this kid in? Yeah, have him here at 3 o'clock, whatever. So we get this thing set up. He comes back. Okay, here's what you need to do. We'll get this taken care of. So all gets taken care of. He comes in a few days, a week or two later, and just, hey, thanks. It all got done. It was nothing serious as it turned out, but now his family can sleep at night. Everybody's okay, which was, didn't seem like a big deal at the time until a year or two later. I was watching a show on Discovery talking about special forces going into Iraq during the first Gulf War, and there were these guys who were in a hidey hole that got discovered by a young shepherd, teenager. And they had to decide whether to kill him or just exfiltrate, leave. Well, they decided to leave. Well, that person who was talking was that soldier.
Wow.
So at least I knew that he knew we were going to take care of his family.
Yeah.
So he could go do that job.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
That's what mattered.
Absolutely.
So those were the things, I didn't do anything special, but I did what I was there to do.
In the heart of a humanitarian.
Well, it's what we were there for, is so that those soldiers can know that we're going to be there to take care of their families. So those are the kind of things that, you didn't know it at the time, but in looking back, that's what mattered. It's the little stuff.
Your small steps that led to the next giant leap. And the leap out of a plane.
Well, sometimes that leap is for someone else.